Big Boys Neighborhood, ladies and gentlemen. First off, I don't know how to exactly bring this person into the neighborhood. I don't know exactly the accolades that we're going to speak to this person about. But let's bring our dude up in here, man. See what's going down with Childish Gambino in the neighborhood. Gambino, hello.
What's going on, big boy?
What's going on, brother? How you doing, my friend?
I'm real good. I'm chill, man. I'm feeling really good. You know, I'm out here just in London. I'm chilling right now, so it's good.
Yeah, man. I'm over here in what we like to call the States. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
I'm in the States right now, holding it down till you get back. First off, man, Childish Gambino, we gotta say congratulations to you, bro. And that's a congratulations ... on everything,
Right.
bro. Like I don't know where to begin. Is it the Golden Globes? Is it a great album?
Oh, goodness.
Is it the movie roles? Please, somebody please help me.
It's everything. Yeah, you're so busy and you've gotten so many awards. Congratulations on all the Golden Globes. And again, like Big said, the album, which
Album is amazing.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, thank you. I really appreciate it. It's been it's been a fun year. It's been kind of crazy. I haven't really had a chance to really soak it in, so it's nice I'm glad people liked it. They like all the stuff and stuff. It's been a kind of a pleasure to do this. So it's been really cool.
How does it happen where you have people that have come up and you can tell if it's Childish Gambino or can you tell if it's Donald Glover, or do you get people that don't know both sometimes?
Sometimes, depending on the demo, usually, like, if it's a younger person, they'll be like, oh, Childish. And if it's an older person, they'll be like, Donald. Sometimes people will be like, oh, I know you from somewhere. like, oh, are you like a friend of a friend? And, it's an awkward situation because you don't really want to be like, oh, I'm famous.
Right.
Like people like, he's like, oh, but you just let them do it. I'll be like, yeah, I guess I do know that, but it's kind of weird. But most of the time, people just there's a bunch, like, they either say Childish or Donald or Troy from Community or something like that. So it's weird. Like, I don't know. Like, there's a bunch of different demos that like me from different places.
Hey, let me tell you what I do there, man, is if I get mistaken, especially like for someone else, and they sometimes you go some places in the world, Donald, and whoever's black, that's who you become.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So then they'll be like, oh my God, aren't you from the TV show Empire? And I'm like, yes. And then they're like, can I have your autograph? And I'll be like, no, bitch, get the fuck away from me. Then I'll put that on the actual star. You know what I'm saying? And it takes away from me and how bad I feel about not really being recognized all over the world. But the album, man, Awaken My Love. And we've had a chance to talk about this, man. And what I love about it is, it felt like a different direction, but it is kind of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a different, it's just a different flavor, I just wanted to do something that was a different vibe. Like, I just, it took me a long time to I was like, I could cultivate my own vibe, and I was like, it'd be nice to just sing some songs and just do some stuff that was just in my heart for a little bit, I don't know, when I was writing a lot of the songs, I was I was listening to a lot of things, from Marvin Gaye to Donny Hathaway, so I was like, let me do something that felt like it was my heart felt very blue at the time, so I was like, let me just make some blue songs, man, not sad, but just blue to me,
And I definitely,
if that makes any sense.
Yes,
it does. And you hear that throughout the album. Like, you get the funk, the soul, the R&B, and I definitely love it so much. On Redbone, you switch up your voice. Was that planned out, or did that just happen organically?
No, there's a whole nother version of the song where I'm singing in a lower register, a lower tone, like I usually do. And I listened to it for a long time, and I just felt I never. The beginning of the song felt so good, and I felt the way I was singing it just didn't shock you. It didn't give you it didn't give you that feeling. I think my mother, or was my grand, I think it might be my grandma or something, was I love that beginning, and I was I really want to carry the carry the happiness of that beginning, or like the feel, the groove of that beginning. So like I just was like, well, maybe if I just, you know, sing it like a grandma, like a Al Greenish, like kind of thing, and just like try like that and just do it. You know, I'm glad you guys like it. It's cool.
Makes me want to cruise in a lowrider or something.
You know what I love about you as well, though, man, is that you don't put yourself in a box.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's times we'll say, okay, well, you know what, man? He's on stage there, he's doing comedy. Or there's another time where you say, okay, well, Childish Gambino, the artist. And then we'll see you create television shows and write, but then also get connected to some of the best movie roles as well, where there is no actual box that anyone could put you in and say, well, why is he singing? Or why did he get a little more soulful and melodic? Or why is he acting? Like, when you look at it, bro, you just see Donald Glover, or you see Childish Gambino. You don't see somebody that we put in a box where it looks so-called strange when you step away from the norm, because there is no norm for you, and I like that you created that.
Thanks. I mean, I just, you know, I don't really believe, I think genre's dead, you know, like I really do believe in just being, like, people just want quality, you know, people just want excellence. So it's like, you know, you got to try and make, you know, I think about all the things that I thought were excellent when I was like a kid, or like I think about all that stuff. So I feel like, yeah, like there really is no genre anymore. So you just have to make something new. Because by the time, like, I don't know, I'm getting to the point where I'm old now, and I'm like, oh yeah, all that stuff that I liked when I was a kid, like they exist, but they only exist because they came from people who took those risks. You know, like Beyonce takes those risks, like. You know, like there's people now who are still taking those risks and building it. So like a 13-year-old is going to be like, oh, this is new. So like, you know, I think it's kind of our job as artists to do that.
When it came time to creating and writing Atlanta, you did throughout the show, we did get those little Easter eggs when it came to your album as well, kind of crossing those lines. Did you know early on that you wanted to do that, or did it just happen as you guys were shooting the scene?
I plan everything kind of far in advance. Like, I think time is like the ultimate. It's like if making stuff is like being a scientist, like time is the thing that people usually forget to add in the equation. Like, if you really take a lot of time, like, you know, you work on it every day, like you're gonna get something amazing, even if you don't know what you're doing, because like time just does that to things. So like I thought about that for a while. I was like, oh, this guy would probably have this type of album in his study with all these other songs. So yeah, I plan that.
I thought that was seriously, it was so dope. And I know we've read that like season 2 isn't really going to come out until like maybe 2018. Is that true? Would I say with a sad face?
Yeah, yeah, it's true. I mean, like, it's written for the most part. Like, me and my brother have writing it, and like the writing staff written a bunch of it. So it's pretty. There's a lot of stuff, but like also there's a bunch of stuff happening in the world. So I don't want to write it too early. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a bunch of funny stuff happening. I mean, like, I'm in London, but like I read about you guys every day. Like, what's going on over there, man? Like, there's like so much stuff happening in America, man. Like, I don't want to write everything right now. You know, I want to wait till it's like, you know, until there's a lot more stuff to talk about, because there's so much to talk about right now.
Now, what are you doing in London? Because you said you guys over there.
Yeah. No, I'm shooting over here for a little bit. I'm shooting and recording and writing. I'm kind of doing a little bit of everything.
You shooting something? You shooting a secret right now, huh? Not the secret, but a secret, huh?
A secret. I mean, I'm shooting a couple of little things, but like the bigger thing, you know.
We know what you're shooting.
Now let me ask you.
Okay, we got you,
Lando.
Now let me ask you this, man. Now they say the project is the untitled Han Solo Star Wars anthology film. So you're the guy that they picked up for this because I know that I did audition. Now stop laughing, Natalia.
I'm sorry.
Now did I think I was going to get it? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. So they went Donald Glover and they got you? Is that what they settled for?
Yeah, I just grew the mustache, man. Like, did you come in with the mustache?
No, I didn't come in with the mustache, man, but I did come in with some acne, though.
Well, then, yeah, I don't know what to tell you, man. As like, I had to come in, kiss the babies, do the whole like campaign. Like, it just happened, man. I apologize.
Well, congratulations to you on that as well, man. Did you have to audition for something like that, or do they know that they want Donald Glover?
No, I mean, I'm still, I think this thing just got me to the point where I don't have to do that anymore. But this was like, big deal. So I was like, yeah, I wanted to show them, like, I know what I'm doing with this, like, a little bit. So, yeah, I definitely came in there and, and then we had to test, like, I test with people and see, like, how our chemistry is and stuff. So, like, it was actually, like, about 4 auditions.
Yeah,
4 or 3 auditions that were, like,
I heard Diego Luna, like, when he was auditioning, he had to, like, make a film basically himself to get through that process. So you saying, like, having those 4 auditions, they take it very seriously. Are you ready, though, to be a part of that whole universe and that community of people?
It's a little, there's a lot of pressure, I think, just on the, when you walk down the street, people are like, yo, I'm excited about that Lando thing. But, I really, like, I don't know, I'm really excited. It's a respectful role. Like, it's a really cool, like, iconic role. Like, I don't think I could ever you couldn't say no to it. Like, I think it's, like, something that people are excited about, but also I get to do it in a new way. So, like, I take it really seriously. Like, I've been, like, studying every day and, like, just focused on it. So
the new ones are so good, too.
And it's crazy because I lived my whole life and people are like, oh, man, you look like Billy D. Williams. You look like Billy D. Williams. You know what I'm saying?
You do, when you turn that way.
Yeah. If you look at me with your eyes closed, Childish, I look like him. But you know what? I mean, I'm not hating 100%. I'm hating a little bit, but congratulations to you. You know what I'm saying? If they want to go second fiddle, then what can I do?
And they shooting some like Court 45, commercials coming up. Maybe you can get in on that.
I'd be like, man, a brother can't get no background Colt 45 work. Like, is this what Hollywood is doing to me? They black and brown ball me. All right, if you will.
Kind of taking it back to Awaken My Love. Another song that I really, really love is Stand Tall, where you talk about advice that your mother and your father gave you. I just kind of want to know, what's your favorite childhood memory?
Well, it's funny, like, that song was kind of based on a memory that happened to me with my dad. Like, I remember, like, it didn't snow a lot in Atlanta. It didn't snow a lot, like maybe once every 3 years or something. But I woke up. He gave me that advice on that day. Like, I woke up and he was like, man, there's snow outside. And, like, we went outside and, like, I remember, like, we were, like, in these projects. So, like, it was just, like, it was weird. It was, like, brand new. I was, like, telling him, I was like, man, it's like this whole place is brand new, And, like, that's, like, one of my favorite memories just because, like, it did feel like, it was brand new. But, like, somebody stole my, like, big wheel.
Oh,
he gave me that advice.
That's
Hey, dude.
I had left it outside.
I remember.
It was my bad.
I remember when my dad, when he told me, he said, bye.
When did he say that?
When he left. Yeah, when he left. I don't even know if he said bye, but in my head as a kid, I kind of remember. Maybe I'm rewriting my history, Childish Gambino, but I faintly.
That's so heavy, man.
Yeah, you know what it is? Well, hey, and then years later, you don't get in the Star Wars franchise, but I mean, I can live with it. Did we pay for this phone call or did he pay? Because he's in London right now.
His minutes are going up.
But who called? Because if he, we got to hurry up and wrap this up.
I love it.
Yeah, we got to.
Yeah, it's getting expensive.
Yeah, it is. It would have damn near been cheaper to fly you back.
He's getting all these money.
No, when you get a moment, you got to be in here.
Yeah, when you get a moment, man, we got to sit down. Let me ask you this. If I went up to you right now, any street, any town, and I asked for your autograph, what would you sign to me as your autograph? Like, what name?
Well, usually, somebody will come up and I'll be like, yo, I'll sign your Snapchat. and then I'll write like my name and then put Childish underneath, depending on who they are. Like usually I switch it up depending on what they call me.
I hear
like
you.
If they yell across the vein, like if they're like Gambino, then I'm like, okay, I got to sign this as Gambino. You know, but if they're like, yo, Donald, like I'll be like, I'll sign it as Donald. It really depends on what they want.
I love that you do that, man, and that you don't put the deaf ear on, because I would be like, hey, you know, hey, Childish, and I'm the Gambino, and I'm like, well, today I'm not Childish Gambino, so I'll have to turn around. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to the set. I'm Donald Glover. No, you know, but I love that you take note to that, and you really do that. All jokes aside.
And I really did love that you had the no cell phone policy at your show in Joshua Tree. I thought, like, because there's, I mean, yes, they make a cool light, but I just think that giving people the opportunity to have the moment. Yes, I really enjoyed that.
I was sad because I didn't get to go. I would like to have seen it on somebody's social.
Right. It'd be greater later.
There'll be stuff later.
Now, there's rumor that you're working on an album with Chance the Rapper. Is that so?
I mean, we definitely met up before, you know, like, I don't know if I'll see him again now that he's won a Grammy. So, we'll see what happens. But, we actually, like, sat down in the studio and we're talking for a little bit. Like, you know, we're both busy, but, like, I think, I mean, like, when he has, like, a moment, we've been sitting down and just working together. Like, I think it's just, like, about catching a vibe. Like, I really like that project that he did with, you know, the EP that he just put out.
Yes, sir.
I guess like it was around Christmas. I think that came from just sitting in the studio. So I'm like, I just want to hang out with him. Like, I don't work with people over email anymore. I think it just doesn't make good work. So like, we have to find a time to like sit down together.
I heard that. We got to find a time to sit down together.
Yeah,
Trust that.
When I'm back in LA.
All right.
Well, how much can you tell us about Spider-Man: Homecoming? Because there's a lot of
the movies.
I know,
Right.
but like they're so
busy.
secretive too. Like I have my guesses who you might be playing, but are you even allowed to say?
I'm not allowed to say, man. I'm not even allowed to like leave my trailer without a hood on.
That's
wow.
So people don't take pictures. Like, like it's serious. Like, I mean, I'm not allowed to say, but it's a cool character. Like, I'm really excited about that character. I really think that movie's going to be dope. Like, it's just nice to see, like, a kid playing Spider-Man again. But, like, it's a cool character that has, like, a lot more coming to it than I think people will expect.
I love that. And what about you voicing Miles in the animated version for Spider-Man?
Dude, I'm so tired of this. I want to tell y'all straight up. It's too much.
Everything.
It's too much. You know
it was good. I'll leave some jobs.
Yeah.
I'm too busy with like that. I'll leave some jobs. No, it was cool. Like I had a good time. Like it was good to be in there. Like I was just excited to be part of history. Like, you know, I like I have half black, half Mexican, like Spider-Man. Like, I mean, how can you how could you not do that? So it was like really it was just nice to be in there and just be a part of that and like, you know, hopefully like show that to like, you know, my grandkids from there.
Man, have you had a chance to have any more dialogue with Migos since the Golden Globe Awards with the shout out?
No, man, I have. I mean, well, Offset hit me like literally like right afterwards, and he was like, "Man, thank you." Like he's like, "Yo, my grandma was like crying, man. Like she was like, so she didn't. She's like, we're gonna be on Jimmy Kimmel, which like we couldn't get on the day before. Like it was crazy. He was like, they were really thankful. I was like, I appreciate it. Like, but that's it. Like, you know, I texted them before. I've texted them since, like, just to check up on him. But, you know, I think he's, like, busy with Cardi B, you know.
Hey, man, but next time you do something like that, and I'm pretty sure that there are so many more awards, can you just say, like, shout out to Big Boy or Big Boy's Neighborhood and see what you could do for us? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Yo, free advertising all around, man. Just make a list.
You've got a lot. I
don't look at it as such, free advertising. That sounds so bad. I do more of using people. That's what I like to call it. You know,
riding the coattails.
Yeah, just riding the coattails. That's even better. I like riding the coattails of successful people.
We'll settle for a tweet or an Instagram post.
Yeah, you know, well, I don't know. You're not tweeting Instagramming as much. Good Lord have mercy.
What are you talking about?
When I do it, I don't tweet or Instagram. I got to do it on. It's got to be live. It's got to be live.
Man. Don't water it down.
Have everybody else.
Put us on top of the charts.
Don't water it down. You know what I'm saying? Don't water it down, Louis. He gonna get on live TV.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? And just said, I appreciate that, man. No pressure, but I'm pretty sure that to make this knot on my back go away. You know what I'm saying? But no pressure. All right, anything before we settle up?
Just kind of for fun, I want you to share how you got Childish Gambino the name.
I put my name in a Wu-Tang name generator.
That's dope.
A long time ago now. Like, it's so crazy though. Like, I didn't know that was. I mean, like, I'm glad it happened, but like at the same time, I would have never expected it to be like that. But most of the stuff that happens to me is like that. Even the Migos thing, I was like, oh, this is a joke. And then like looking at the audience, I was like, oh, none of y'all have ever heard of this. Like the fear in Mel Gibson's eyes.
Yes.
It was so real.
What?
Yeah,
What are you talking about?
He was like, no, you know, Mel Gibson, he's probably sitting up there like, how in the hell did Danny Glover get this young looking? How did that black son of a bitch get that young looking?
Oh,
you know,
he's like leaning over to like Vince Vaughn, being like, Danny Glover's son is talking about Mexican people. He's like, what is he talking about? Like,
yeah,
trust me, you made
and that's what I was thinking too. People was like, oh my God, he gave it to all of his amigos up there. It was such a great shout out. He said, all my amigos, and I love what you know. Oh my God, but love what you're doing, man. Continue to do so. Thank you for this phone call, man. And
we're big fans.
Fans first, and we cannot wait to get you into the neighborhood, man. And I appreciate you, brother, and so much to talk about, man. And please, when you get a moment, come and say hello to us.
Absolutely. Thanks so much for having me on the show. I've been listening to you guys ever since I moved to LA. I really appreciate the love.
Man, it is truly a pleasure. And like I say, fan first, man, and continue to do what you do, man. And we'll continue to watch and be a fan of, man, and thank you once again.
Thank you.
There it is right there, ladies and gentlemen. Childish Gambino in the neighborhood. Big Boy's neighborhood.